everyone, it's Samantha. So I'm re-recording this video because I don't really like how I did the last one, and I forget that when I record on my laptop, it's really hard to hear me. Sorry, and I'm outside right now, so it might be a little difficult anyway. So I wanted to just make a video about natural hair while studying abroad, because it was something that I thought wouldn't be too hard because I already follow a very low maintenance regimen. But there were some things that did come into play that were a little bit difficult, a little bit new for me. So let's get started. So in the beginning of this semester, first of all, I'm studying abroad right now in Aix-en-Provence, France, which is in the south of France. I can actually show you. This is up on my balcony, some mountains over there. Yeah, so I live in like a little apartment complex or whatever. Okay, so right after the new year, I cut off about 4 inches of my hair, and I guess I just kind of want to celebrate this moment right now because after cutting off 4 inches, I think I'm back to my starting length in just a couple months, so I'm really excited about that. So I dyed my hair blonde. I tried to dye my hair blonde, and I ended up kind of just bleaching the crap out of it, and that was about last summer. Last summer I started bleaching it, and then around November was when I dyed it that bluish green color. So when I got my hair cut in January, or right before the new year, we cut off all the damage. Like when my ends were really, really dry and frayed, just chopped it all off. I didn't care how many inches, I just wanted her to clean me up, so I didn't really have to struggle with that issue while being away. So yeah. So the shampoo and conditioner, I can tell you about that. I started using something new. It was something that I mentioned a couple times in my videos that I wanted to start using, so I ended up buying it before leaving to go away. Sorry. Before leaving to come to France. So I'm using Tresemme Platinum Strength. I always describe it, but I think it's important to show you. So shampoo, conditioner. I just started using them. So I've been using it for like 4 months or whatever since, being here. And I use, I guess I can tell you how I like it. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. It does not dry my hair out at all, actually. So I love the shampoo. The conditioner is really good as well. There's some slip, very conditioning. For the part where it says repairs after 2 years of damage, I don't really notice that stuff. I have no idea why that phone's ringing. But I don't really notice that stuff. I just notice whether my hair just remains healthy or I actually really am concerned why that phone's ringing. But yes, so I really just kind of will feel and notice an overall health of my hair. I don't really know if it's repairing up to 2 years of damage. I don't really know what that means. So I also continue and will forever and always use, even since the first day I decided to go natural. This was something that I've used ever since then, and I think we're working on 3 year. Oh, I think my 3-year anniversary of my natural hair just passed. Oh my god, it was like my birthday. So yeah, that passed about a month ago. Yes, the Suave Professionals natural line. So they have the almond and shea butter one and the rosemary mint. I alternate between the two because I like them both for different things. So I thought it was important to use the rosemary mint at the time because, for scalp health and stuff, and that's what the rosemary and mint do. They stimulate your scalp and all that good stuff. And then the almond and shea butter one is really good for just overall dry hair. So I really pick my products based on what my hair needs at that moment. And I needed some strengthening and some scalp stuff. So I've mentioned the curling product that I've been using that I feel so about, and it is this Aunt Jackie's Curls and Coils Curl La La Defining Custard. I always describe it purple circular jar. So For natural curls, coils, and waves enriched with shea butter and olive oil. I pick everything that has shea butter in it. And one of the first few ingredients, 1, 2, 3. It's like the 4th ingredient is shea butter. So I always look and see how high the natural products are on the ingredients line, because that just really, that is what matters to me, I guess. Like, I just want to, like, I don't need you to be fake. Like, don't be fake and say you have shea butter in it, but it's all the way at the bottom. So anyway, very, very moisturizing. I will say that. It moisturized my hair very, very well. And when I first used it, I think I was using, too much because it was leaving my hair wet. Even when I decided to take my twist out. My twists. Sorry, I'm outside, so like I'm nosy if somebody's about to come into my building. But my hair was still wet when I took my twists out. So I was like, what the heck, this product's not doing its job. Like, I was so disappointed. So then I realized, because what I do is I do the whole lock method. Water, oil, cream. So I needed to just not use as much water and then just use this, because again, the number 1 ingredient on here is water. So this could have just been my liquid, but I don't play those games. I do water first, then an oil, then a cream. And this would be considered the cream. So once I like got that right and I didn't use as much, what I do is I pretty much just go like that. Like, I just dip my finger in a little bit and just get a little bit on my finger, and I just focus on my ends. Rub that in there. I just focus on my ends. Don't pay attention to them right now. When I use this stuff, because I don't know, I just feel like it makes more sense to put the product on my ends and then the oil closer to my roots for like the stimulation and all that. So what else? Okay, so we can talk about when I first got here and an issue that I was suffering. So one thing that I haven't been doing, which I'm really disappointed about, and I wish that I brought with me, was a protein conditioner. And I didn't. So I'm experiencing a little bit of breakage because I haven't been doing protein. So that's disappointing. But I actually was suffering with dry scalp, which is pretty much new to me, because I don't get dandruff like really that bad. Like, it'll come and that just means that I need to like wash my hair or something, and then it'll go away. So I think what one of the issues was that I wasn't drinking enough water, because that seems to happen. Like, I notice when that happens now, like my scalp will itch. Now think about like how much water I've drank, and if it's not a lot, then my scalp will itch. Okay, sorry about that. I stay with a host family, so my host mom is actually away this week. So she had a bit of a confusion on what day I was leaving for the weekend, which is tomorrow. So her son came to feed her cat today, and like I kind of freaked out because no one should be coming through the door until tomorrow morning after I leave. So I just had a freak out moment. So I left off talking about my dandruff, and I realized that I kept getting the dandruff when I wasn't drinking a lot of water throughout the day. So then I changed that. Obviously, if I notice the problem, I'm going to change it. So I was drinking a lot more water throughout the day, like lots of water, like 4 bottles or so, and that equaled like, I don't know, a lot of cups. Anyway, so I was drinking a lot of water, and I would wash my hair, and I would still have dandruff. And which would be so annoying was that it wasn't in the middle of my head. It was like right in the front, so you could see it like all the time, and just like very, very evident. So what I did, of course, I resorted to Pinterest and tried to find out some stuff on Pinterest. So one thing that Pinterest was telling me was like an egg and olive oil mask. And like, I don't know, I like putting the egg on my hair, but I don't know, like I wanted something new because I don't do the egg for dandruff, and I don't really see it fixing that. So I also read something about sugar scrubs. So my host mom, she has these sugars that she doesn't use, and she always tries to put them in my tea, but I don't like sugar in my tea, so I was like, well, I'll just use it on my hair. So what I do is I take the cube and I run it under water for a little bit so it can like break it up, and then I put olive oil onto my hand and I just kind of scrub it in there. And I've also been using it on my face, and before I shave, it's good to exfoliate and then shave, because it lowers the risk of getting like razor bumps and razor burns and things like that. So it's good to exfoliate before doing those things. Sugar scrub. And then another thing, which was actually surprisingly really hard for me to find here in X, X is like the city of lavender. So if there's any lavender soaps or stuff that you have or anything like that, they probably got it from X, because this is where the lavender fields are. Google Aix-en-Provence and you will see pictures of lavender fields. So it was really hard for me to find just pure lavender oil. Like people just wanted to keep selling me the soap or like the actual like lavender bush, and I just wanted the darn oil. So one day, right before I left for spring break, I found some lavender oil. Cute. I want it to like zoom in so you see it. Anyway, this is my lavender oil. So it's about 1.66 fluid ounces or whatever. It's like 50 milliliters, and I've actually used, it doesn't look like it's that much, but I've used a lot of it. I've put it in my olive oil jar. I've put it in my water spray bottle, which I don't think I've refilled yet. And it got me down to that far. So I figured like every like 2 months or whatever, I could, if I still lived here, €8 on a jar of lavender oil. So I started using that, and I noticed, because I put it in my spray bottle for my water where I do my lock method, and I put it in my olive oil for my oil in my lock method, and it's made my hair so soft. I did a braid out in my last video, which I'm deleting, but it made my hair really, 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 really soft. And even though I was experiencing dry scalp, right before I did that braid out, when was that braid out? That was before spring break. But yeah, before I did that braid out, my hair was really dry, and I didn't want to touch it or do it until I found some kind of remedy so that, you know, I could minimize breakage when I do it. So I did the braid out. My hair was super, super, super soft. And I noticed when I did this like semi braid out a few days ago, I noticed a lot less shedding. So I was like extremely happy to see that. So if you are experiencing dry scalp, shedding, dry overall hair health, the lavender oil I think would really, really, really help. And even if you're not adding lavender oil to your regimen in any kind of way, whether I was considering pouring it into my conditioner or pouring it into my shampoo, but I kind of don't want to. But you can do that, and I really do believe that it helps. I really think it helps with, sorry, I'm just going really, really fast because this video is about to be like 20 minutes. It really helps in hair shedding and dry scalp. So, even if you don't have any of those problems, it wouldn't help to minimize your shedding. What else do I have to say? I can talk about what my hair is right now, I guess, real quick. So I did a braid out. I just came back from spring break, and traveling on spring break for a week, traveling when I went to London and Amsterdam for a week, and when I went to Berlin and stuff for a week, the airline that we flew, I did not check a bag because my bags were small enough that for a week it could be a backpack. So you can't bring liquids. So I was able to bring the lavender oil though for spring break, but like I couldn't bring any of my conditioners and things like that. So I guess a quick tip on how to keep your hair like low maintenance and I guess semi-cute and stuff when you're traveling while abroad. Don't expect to look too cute, okay? So if you do like a twist out or something, like I had pretty good hair days when I was in Berlin because I did some flat twists, and when I took my hair out, like I would just use water. When I took my hair out, it was like the really pretty, who's whistling? Really pretty flat twist out. So you don't expect your hair to be flawless while you're traveling. Unless you buy like a travel size, like Shea Moisture. If they make a travel size curl enhancing smoothie, then they are winning, because that would be really, really, really helpful. So if you can get a travel size something, like maybe even if it's just a conditioner and just use like your regular washout conditioners, like that's not a bad idea. Or if you get like a small enough tubey thing to pour maybe your olive oil in, that's not a bad idea either, because I do some of my twist outs with just olive oil and they come out really nice. That's all I have to say about my hair. I lost a lot of my green being here as well, because it was a semi-permanent, and it's so funny because I have a friend who's a hairstylist, and she was like, that green's never gonna come out of your hair, girl. It's never coming out. So I kind of believed her, because no matter how many times I washed my hair, it wasn't coming out until being here. And I am back to my little highlighty blonde, and I want to go back to blue. That's all I have to talk about. Oh, and I can talk about my shirt. I wear it a lot in my videos, and I think I might have talked about it before. It's actually my family's clothing company. My little brother and my dad do the graphics. It's called Finesse. My little brother and my dad do the graphics, and my other brother Anthony does the like commercials and helps with like promotion and stuff like that. And I guess my real main job is brand management for it and just to tell people about it. So it's our clothing company, Finesse. Follow us on Instagram at Finesse, PHYNESSE. And also there's a Facebook. There's, I think, a Twitter, and the actual website to order t-shirts oh my god, it launches tomorrow, May 8th. That's tomorrow, right? Yes, May 8th. Tomorrow. So look out, finesse.com. Follow me on Instagram, even if you don't. My Instagram is curlygirlsam_, and I will be posting pictures of the Finesse website on my Instagram as well. So thanks for watching. I hope I taught you something new, even though I went through a whole bunch of topics and I was talking a lot. But I appreciate people who are watching anyway. Thanks. Bye.